Welcome to the new video, Old Crypto Coin. When we think of United States coins, the quarter dollar is one of the most common and widely used pieces of currency. It is a coin that every American has touched, carried, and used countless times in everyday transactions. But what if I told you that a simple 1994 quarter dollar, a coin that originally held just 25 cents in value, could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? Yes, the 1994 U.S. quarter may appear ordinary, but certain rare conditions, mint errors, and collector demands have transformed this piece of pocket change into a true treasure of American numismatics. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the fascinating story of the 1994 United States quarter dollar, uncover its history, explore why some examples are worth so much money, and learn how to identify if you might be holding one of these rare and valuable coins in your collection. To understand the value of the 1994 quarter, we first need to appreciate its history. The quarter, worth 1/4 of a dollar, has been part of U.S. coinage since 1796. The 1994 edition continues the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the Washington Quarter features a bust of Washington on the obverse side and an eagle on the reverse side, a design that lasted until the state quarters program began in 1999. The 1994 quarter sits at the tail end of this classic eagle reverse era, making it significant to collectors as one of the final years before the major redesign. Now, let's talk about where these quarters were minted. In 1994, the United States Mint produced quarters at two major facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia are marked with the letter P, just below the motto, "In God We Trust," while those from Denver carry the D mint mark. Additionally, proof quarters were struck at the San Francisco Mint and bear an S mint mark. These proof coins were not intended for circulation, but rather sold directly to collectors in special sets. While most quarters from 1994 are extremely common and circulate in the millions, it is the rare conditions, pristine examples, and unusual mint errors that elevate their values dramatically. The typical 1994 quarter in circulated condition is only worth its face value, 25 cents. However, the story changes drastically when we look at uncirculated and proof coins. A standard uncirculated 1994 quarter can bring in a few dollars, while higher grade examples graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC can fetch significant sums. For instance, a 1994 P or 1994 D quarter graded MS67 can easily sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. The reason? Finding a coin that has survived 3 decades without scratches, nicks, or wear is surprisingly difficult, especially when you consider how many millions of these coins were used in daily commerce. But the real excitement comes when we dive into the world of mint errors. Mint errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production, and they can make an ordinary coin incredibly valuable. Some of the most sought-after errors in 1994 quarters include off-center strikes, double strikes, die cracks, clip planchets, and even coins struck on the wrong metal planchet. Imagine holding a 1994 quarter that was mistakenly struck on a dime blank. Such a coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Collectors prize these errors not only for their rarity, but also because each one tells a unique story about the minting process. Another important factor that drives the value of the 1994 quarter is its condition and grading. Coin grading is a system used to evaluate the quality of a coin, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. A 1994 quarter in lower grades may not be worth more than face value, but as the grade climbs higher, so does the coin's value. An MS67 or MS68 example is considered nearly flawless and is extremely scarce, often commanding prices well into hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Proof coins, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can also bring in high premiums if preserved carefully in their original mint packaging. So, what is the most expensive 1994 quarter ever sold? Auction records give us some stunning examples. For instance, a 1994 P quarter graded MS68 by PGS has sold for nearly $2,000 in the past. Similarly, rare mint error coins from this year have have crossed the $3,000 mark, depending on the uniqueness and demand, the error type. These sales remind us that while most quarters are common pocket change, a select few hold hidden treasures that only the trained-eye collector can truly appreciate. Now, let's take a moment to think about why collectors are willing to pay so much money for a coin like the 1994 quarter. Beyond the monetary value, collecting coins is about history, artistry, and rarity. Each coin is a snapshot of American heritage, carrying the image of George Washington and the eagle that symbolized strength and freedom for decades. For collectors, owning a pristine or rare example is like holding on to a small piece of that history. Additionally, the thrill of the hunt plays a major role. Many collectors dream of finding a rare mint error in their pocket change or stumbling upon a high-grade coin that others may have overlooked. If you are someone interested in collecting or investing in coins, you may be wondering how to identify a valuable 1994 quarter. The first step is to look for the mint mark. Check whether your coin is from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Next, examine the coin's condition. Does it look brand new, or does it have scratches and wear? If it looks exceptionally clean and sharp, it may be worth having graded by a professional coin grading service. Finally, keep an eye out for any unusual features, such as double letters, missing details, or strange shapes that might indicate a mint error. Storage and preservation are also crucial when it comes to maintaining the value of a coin. Collectors use protective holders, flips, or even airtight capsules to keep their coins safe from damage. A 1994 quarter that has been well preserved in such a holder for decades stands a much better chance of reaching top grades than one that has been tossed around in loose change. If you own a potentially valuable coin, it is worth the effort to handle it carefully and consider professional preservation. The market for rare coins is constantly evolving, and the 1994 quarter remains an attractive option for both beginner and advanced collectors. While most examples may not hold extraordinary value, the rarest and highest quality coins continue to attract strong interest. With auctions and online platforms making coin trading more accessible, the demand for exceptional coins only grows stronger. Who knows? Perhaps the next record-breaking 1994 quarter is still out there, waiting to be discovered in someone's collection or even hiding in a jar change. In conclusion, the 1994 United States quarter dollar may appear to be just another ordinary coin, but within its series lies the potential for incredible value. From pristine mint state examples to dramatic mint errors, this coin represents both the everyday and the extraordinary. It reminds us that history, rarity, and condition can transform a simple 25-cent piece into a collector's dream worth thousands of dollars. So, the next time you come across a 1994 quarter, don't dismiss it too quickly. Ta.